For those who know me in real life know that I was a product manager in the insurance industry for years before I went full-time as a real estate agent. And if there was anything that we did while I was there, it was presentations. I did presentations from everybody from the CEO to insurance producers to sales managers to the state insurance commission. When it came time for me to do a listing presentation for a person selling their home, I thought this was going to be a piece of cake. Here's the deal. I sat down and started this presentation, and honestly, I commend the seller for sitting through this entire thing, because by page 5, their eyes were glossed over. And I learned something pretty quickly. The only time that their eyes peaked up were for 3 things. They wanted to know, 1, what was I going to say their house was worth? Basically, how much I was going to list the house for. Number 2, they wanted to know what they were going to need to do in order to list their property, what repairs were going to need to be done. And then lastly, they wanted to know what they were going to take from this transaction deal. And here's the kicker. Despite all of the knowledge and despite all of the information that I gave them, those sellers are going to attribute how high you think you can sell their house, how much you can sell their house for, to how good you are. They're going to say, oh, this guy's much more aggressive, we're going to go with this guy. And what you end up going with is the guy who's going to overpromise and underdeliver. As the years have progressed and I've matured in this business, I've realized that before I start talking numbers or start talking with people about what they need to do to physically prepare their home for sale, is to mentally prepare them. While I can't promise that your transaction is going to be perfect, I can say that you will probably have fewer surprises if you embrace these 4 things. Number 1, establish your floor, meaning basically confer with whomever your stakeholder is, your partner, or whoever you're selling this house with, and come to an agreement upon what the minimal yield is for this property that you need to take in order for this to make sense for you. Number 2, check the weather. Now, I don't mean literally check to see if it's raining or shining, but talk to someone and see if you can check the landscape about what the market is doing. Is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? If you have a good agent and you ask them these questions, they eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. They will talk your ear off. I know I would. Number 3, make sure you understand the assignment. Remember, the goal of selling your house is not to beat the seller or get this amazing deal or get someone to trick somebody into buying a house for more than what it's worth. Your goal is to unlock the equity in your home so that you can take it to your next transaction, whatever that may be. And lastly, number 4, stay out of your feelings. This buyer don't know you. Remember that this is all business. They're trying to get the best deal for their client, just like I'm trying to get the best deal for you, right? Make sure that you don't waste energy being insulted if you get an aggressive offer, or be indifferent if they are nitpicky with the inspection. Remember, they're trying to get a good deal, and if you keep your eye on the prize, you won't end up being the guy trying to convince everybody that your koi pond is worth $10,000. You don't want to be that guy. Again, I can't promise that you're going to have a perfect transaction, but I can tell you that if you walk the path of understanding these 4 things and keeping them in the back of your mind as you go through the obstacles and the tips and traps of this transaction, that it will be a lot smoother and that you won't run into quite as many surprises. And ultimately, you'll get to the finish line.